is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today, we've got an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action. Now Brady. They'll roll him out right. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Brady to throw again. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, it can turn into a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On play action, it's Brady. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. The left side completion to Jones. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The big back Leonard Fournette able to push his way in from a yard out. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Coming in to put a lick on it was Lavonte David.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
That's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
They run. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jameis to throw it. There's Chris Olave. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On third down, Winston. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now Winston on fourth down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers' defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and net into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Winston. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drop. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Winston. He completes it to Olave. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Throwing, Winston. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. A 10th carry for Kamara. trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The kick by Lutz is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
Up to midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The first down throw for Winston. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Kamara trying the right side. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off the play fake, Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara from 10 yards out. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Saints 17, Buccaneers 7. Will Lutz to kick off for Navarro.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now a play fake, Brady. He completes it to Jones. He's got the 1st down and more, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the foot? This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 66 yards. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Try to pound it in, Kamara. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints will add to their 4th quarter lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Brady now on 1st down. He'll find Jones again, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw taken in by Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Winston to give, it's Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.